everybody! Today I'm going to be painting this Christmas card for my husband. I drew this out earlier on today and it just took me a while to decide what I wanted to do with the faces and sort of how I wanted to lay the postcard out. So I decided not to do that on camera. It just takes me so long to draw everything out. I'm definitely not a professional in that area at the moment. So I'm going to give you a little close-up of it. So this is the Christmas card, and if you can't tell what it is, it's me and my husband Jack standing on top of a Christmas pudding, and then there's some Christmas lights here that say Merry Christmas. So I want everything to be really watery at first because I don't like, and then I want to add some more details later. So I think I'm going to start with the Christmas pudding at the bottom here. So I live in Japan, if you don't know, and they don't really celebrate Christmas here. So all their Christmas cards, I'm going to do this so that it doesn't go underneath. Yeah, so all their Christmas cards are kind of not great. They either have like very strange messages on, or I don't know, they're just not quite there. I don't think that they celebrate Christmas as much as we do, not so much here in Japan, and their Christmas cards are more focused on Santa Claus and the reindeers and that kind of thing, not so much for couples. You know, like I really like the cards that are a bit more personal, that are kind of like, you know, glad to spend Christmas with you and I hope you have a lovely Christmas together as a couple, like, you know, those kind of cards, because they're a bit more personal and you can keep them and it's nice memories. But like I said, I just don't find cards like that here in Japan. So the watercolors I'm using are from Gecko, and that's a little store here in Japan. It's like 100-year-old store. It's really, really sweet. And if you ever get a chance to go, when you come to Japan, you like watercolors, or even they do acrylics, and also they do gouache as well. So I just did a little swatch here, but I haven't actually done the colours yet, like written the colours down. These 6 colours here are Holbein. Those are these ones here. And I just bought a few colours to test them out. This lilac one I mixed the colours to get that, because I just really like lilac and I can never really find a lilac watercolour. Let me know if you find one that you like. So I'm going to use this red for all the little Christmassy red accents, and I just kind of want to make this look very watercoloured, so I'm not worried about it going over the lines or anything like that and leaving little spaces. I want it to look like that. I want it to look handmade, and if I am too precious with it from the start, then I know I'll just worry about it. So I need to start off like this, and then it'll be okay. You know, I want it to go over the lines. I want it to look handmade and hand painted. I still want it to look like professional, kind of, but you know, I want it to look like it came from the heart. I think that's the other thing too, like I wish I'd thought of this before I sent all my cards home and bought all my cards, because wouldn't this just be like the cutest idea to make all your own cards and paint all your own cards? And I never thought about that before, and I'm thinking, why didn't I think about that? It's such a good idea, and it's so personalized. Could you let me know in the comments if you've ever made your own Christmas cards? I know a lot of people like to do the what are they like, paper craft ones, you know, where you like cut up old cards and reuse them. I think that's a really good idea too. Let's start over here. I want them to be glowing. I'm going to put some water on the page like this in a circle. So red, green, yellow, blue, red. Green, yellow, blue, red. Green, yellow, blue, red. I hope this works. And if you're at home and you're not really doing anything today, wow, that kind of worked. Now I have to remember red, green, yellow, blue, red. That's so cute. Red, green, yellow, blue, red, green, yellow, blue, red. So yeah, if you're at home today and green, yellow, blue, red. Eventually I'll finish my sentence. If you're at home today and you're not doing anything and maybe you have some, I don't know, spare paper lying around, I think you should make someone a Christmas card. It's really nice, you know, for someone in your family. Maybe you have like, you know, a grandparent that you think would like this kind of thing. I think that would be really nice. So maybe do that. Join me in painting. And you can totally do the same design as me if you want, and just change these two people around. You know, make it you and your partner, or you and your grandma, or you and your mom or your dad. Like, I think that would be so nice. Or just somebody in your family. I think that's a really nice idea. And I would love to see that if you do end up doing it. You can show me on Instagram. My Instagram is @Jodi Lakin, and you can totally show me, and I would love to see that. So I'm going to do the hollies, and I'm just going to do it really like this, because I just don't want to be too constrained. Okay, so I'm just going to speed up the footage for the rest of this video, so you sort of got the idea how I was painting and what I was doing. So I've just decided to speed up the rest of the video. But I was having such a nice day when I was painting this. I felt very relaxed and everything, and I really loved the way I did the lights as well. I really wasn't sure how they would turn out. And I didn't know any particular technique of how to make the lights look like they were glowing, but I decided to just put some water down in the area in a little circle, and then I added the colour, and the colour sort of bled out into the areas where I'd put the water already, and then I would just sort of go in a circle and put the colour where I wanted it to go. And once that had dried, I then would add some more detail with the colour again, the same colour, to sort of make it look more three-dimensional, I guess. Anyway, yeah, that was one of my favourite things that I did with the lights. I think they looked really effective. The only thing is you can't really see that it says Merry Christmas, but I think that's okay. You can tell. I mean, we're standing on a giant pudding after all. So I really want to know what your favourite Christmas movie is. So my favourite Christmas movie is The Grinch, and ever since it came out, The Grinch was my favourite Christmas movie. Before that, there was a couple of movies that I liked. There was one where the family got stuck in a department store overnight. I can't remember the name of that one, but it was really, really good. I really liked that because I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to stay in a huge department store when it was all closed and there was no one in the store. It sounded like a lot of fun. And then the other Christmas movie I really like, I forgot the name of it as well. I think it was just called Santa Claus, and the elf was played by a really famous comedian, and I have completely forgot his name. So neither of those suggestions are helpful to you at all, but I'm pretty sure it was just called Santa Claus, but it was a very old movie, and they ate this candy. They made this sort of candy in the film, and it always looked really, really nice, and I always wanted to eat it. And as well, the reindeers, they ate this like glittery sort of magic food, and I always wanted to eat that too. It always looked so yummy. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you know what movie I'm talking about, or let me know your favourite movie, or if you have any recommendations. And fun fact, because of The Grinch, that's why I wanted to start studying makeup, because I just couldn't believe how they made Jim Carrey, who's got a pretty iconic face and way of acting, how they could make him look like a completely different person. It was just really magical to me. So that's why I wanted to start studying makeup. So fun fact. So this year is going to be our third Christmas in Japan. And this year I really did want to go home for Christmas. I think that I was missing, my traditional Christmas time. But, it's okay. We're going to have Christmas here with everybody and all the other, all our other friends that are from all over the world. So that'll be really fun, and we'll have different Christmas traditions to share too. However, in Japan, they have a very unusual Christmas tradition. So I was always curious, what do you eat on Christmas Day if you're Japanese? Because they don't have like roast dinners. It's not something they really eat here in Japan. So I found out that they actually have KFC on Christmas Day. Yep, they have Kentucky Fried Chicken on Christmas Day. And if you go to KFC near around Christmas, you'll see all these advertisements for like huge Christmas orders, and you can pre-order them as well. Is that a tradition anywhere else in the world? Have you ever heard of that before? Because I had never heard of that before I came to Japan, so that's pretty amazing to me. So anyway, back to the card. I'm getting distracted. So right now I'm just adding a border around the card itself, and I just think it makes the two characters in the middle stand out a little bit more. And then I went in with my white gel pen and I added some extra stars and some highlights on the Christmas lights, and I think that really set the Christmas lights off as well. It just made them look extra shiny and made them look more three-dimensional. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think the only thing I don't like is the shadow on top of the Christmas pudding. So I think sometimes it looks good if you put a shadow in front. But for this one, maybe because they're standing on top of food, it just looks like mold or something. So I'm going to colour that out afterwards because I just really didn't like the way that turned out. But that's it. That's my Christmas card complete, and I can tell you, I gave it to Jack and he was absolutely over the moon. He loved it and he felt like he should paint me one, although his Christmas card was really good this year, so he didn't need to. So that's going to be it from me, and I will see you again next Sunday with a new video. Take care. Bye!